What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be speaking to you about why you keep attracting the wrong people into your life and why you can't even commit when someone is amazing and they're right in front of you. And a lot of us are sabotaging our love lives without realizing it. And today I'm going to share 5 ways we do this and the hidden reasons behind it. So if you're interested, make sure you keep watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. And yeah, let's get started. So, firstly, let's talk about dating only people who you think are the best people for you. So, maybe you're only going for people who are super attractive, maybe people who are only successful, and because you want to, measure up to someone that on that level, or maybe you feel you deserve that person, and so you keep scanning for someone better, even someone who's a really good match in front of you isn't good enough. You can find flaws, and deep down this comes from the inner critic, so your own inner critic, and deep down they're whispering to you that you have to keep aiming higher to be loved. You have to find someone who's worthy. And the real reason why you keep searching for this is that deep down you keep protecting yourself from a deep feeling of unworthiness. And so the result of this is that you never commit. You overthink and overanalyze every situation that comes up in front of you, and you're in a cycle of comparison and rejection. Number two, you might be sabotaging yourself by over analyzing and overthinking all the potential red flags in front of you. And so have a think about this. Do you constantly find yourself looking for flaws? Maybe there's a small disagreement on the second date or even on the first date, and for you, that's proof that this relationship won't work. You don't give the person a chance. And this is because you may be suffering from an anxious attachment style, or your inner critic is trying to protect you from being hurt. And if you've been let down in the past, if your brain equates love with disappointment, if you've been rejected in the past and it stung, this is probably someone who is likely to go through this phase of looking for red flags and ending the relationship or the opportunity for a relationship before it even starts. And you may push people away before this connection, and you may feel like you're someone who needs to go out there and date as much as you can before you settle. And this is someone who may be looking for flaws in the people in front of them because they're not willing to step into their own feelings of unworthiness. Now, another problem is you may be comparing yourself to other people. Maybe you're thinking of your ex, your friends, even strangers online, and maybe you worry that maybe you could do better. And that's again the inner critic, the ego, constantly measuring your worth against the outside world. It feeds the anxiety, the jealousy, the self doubt, and instead of being present with the person in front of you, with yourself, you're being distracted by comparing yourself to people that don't serve you, that don't serve a purpose for you, that don't have any meaning for you. You keep comparing yourself to these people who eventually, they're going to move on with their lives while you're stuck still in the same circle, still in the same cycle. And sometimes we go the opposite direction and we feel that the person may be not good enough for you. You may feel that you're better. We judge potential partners because we feel superior, and this allows us to feel safe. We tell ourselves that I deserve someone who's amazing. They need to meet all the standards. And really, again, this is another protective mechanism. It shields us from vulnerability. It shields us from being rejected potentially. And unfortunately, these blocks real intimacy. It tends to attract partners who confirm our judgments rather than creating healthy connection. So you've probably seen a similar theme throughout these kind of 4 self-sabotaging habits. And again, the last one, similar to the others, it's overthinking and waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment does not exist. However, you hesitate when someone asks you out because you're waiting for the right moment. You're looking for the stars to align, you're looking at horoscopes, or you're just feeling like this isn't the right moment. You want to work on yourself, you want to give yourself a few more months, a few more years. And the truth is, you have your feelings bottled up, and this feels safe. The inner critic is afraid of rejection. Maybe past wounds make it so. And so when opportunities do arise, you say no, or you hesitate, or you might even freeze. You stay stuck in your mind, you're overthinking, and although it may feel okay in the moment, when you reflect back on it, you regret it, and it ends up in a cycle of frustration. Like, why didn't I take the opportunity? What could have happened, even if it didn't go to plan? Perhaps that date could have led to finding out more about yourself. So, all of these patterns have the same root: your ego, your protector, your inner critic. These are parts of you that keep you safe from rejection and from really feeling and kind of expressing that unworthiness within yourself. And the moment you're able to do that, when you're able to kind of feel into it, what they allow you to do is lead forward with confidence and build more connection. But when you don't express these parts of you, they block love, they block connection, and they prevent you from being present. So, the first step is simply noticing these habits and understanding why they happen. And with awareness, you can start moving forward and essentially heal these parts of you. You're able to communicate with these parts of you so that they don't sabotage yourself and they don't stop you from finding true love. So, if any of these are something that you suffer with, if any of these are something that you resonate with, drop me a message. I offer one-to-one coaching, and I can help you overcome the self-sabotaging beliefs and habits so that you can then move forward and build meaningful relationships. Check out my testimonials, check out my results with clients who have gone forward to build more emotional intelligence. They've gone forward to finding more love and finding real intimacy with partners, both sexually and non sexually. And so, if you want this, if you really want to move forward, stop waiting for the right moment. Stop giving yourself 5 years, 10 years, because the work needs to start now. If you can start the work now, in 5, 10 years, you will be in a relationship that will be truly rewarding. But if you don't start the work now, what you may find is that eventually you may be in a relationship, but then that relationship starts to spiral, and all of a sudden it's going downhill, and all of a sudden the true love, the true connection you wanted isn't there. So you really have to create a sense of urgency within yourself to start working on these things now. The result won't happen straight away, and that's why it's more important to start now, because over time, as you start seeing results, you will be grateful that you started, and you will be grateful that actually this is the work that you meant to do. So, if any of this resonates with you, if any of this is something that aligns with where you want to be, who you want to be, then drop me a message. Otherwise, make sure you check out my content, check out my testimonials, and I will see you in the next video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.